Okay, in this video, I'm going to show you some examples with solution under topics mathematics retailing. Okay, you refer exercise 10. Okay, look at question number 1. Stephen purchased a few sets of coral kitchenware on 18 August 2013 with a total list price of 4,800. So as you read, you can list the information given. So here list price L 4,800. The trade discount given was 10%. So trade discount is value R. Or if you put value D also no problem. 10% 0.1. While the cash terms were 315 and net 30. So this is cash discount. CD is cash discount. 315 net 30. He then sold the kitchenware and made a gross profit of 20% of the selling price. So meaning to say that here, he purchased the kitchenware, then he resell it, okay? So gross profit GP equal to 0.2 SP, okay? 20% of selling price. So you can write it as GP equal to 0.2 SP. The operating expenses were 5% of the selling price. OE 5% 0.05 SP. Okay. Okay, look at question A. Find the amount paid by Stephen on 1st September 2013. So here we need to calculate the number of days first from 18 August to 1st September equivalent to how many days? Okay. Because we want to see whether Stephen is entitled to this cash discount term or not. Okay, now let's calculate from 18 August to 31st August is how many days? 13 days. Okay, then calculate from 1st September. So 1st September to 1st September is 1 day, right? So 1st September will be 1 day. So here, the payment is made within 14 days from invoice date. So if 14 days from invoice date, meaning to say that he will entitle for this 3% discount. Okay, so 315 means that you will get 3% discount if the payment is made within 15 days from the invoice date. So within 14 days, so here he will get 3% discount. Okay, how to calculate the amount paid? So list price. Okay, now look at, you have two discounts that you need to calculate. First, the trade discount, so 1 minus R, and then multiply another discount which is referring to cash discount here. Let's say I put here D1, okay? And here 1 minus D2, D2 referring to cash discount here. So any other costs involved, such as transportation costs or sales taxes. So in this question, there is no other cost incurred, so no need to add or no need to minus the cost from the original list price. Okay, so remember when you want to calculate discount, sales tax, transportation cost, freight, you must exclude from list price first if it is included. So here, list price will be 4,800. So first discount, trade discount is 10%. So 1 minus 0.1. Multiply for cash discount, 1 minus 0.03. The answer will be 4190.41. Okay, now look at question B. Find the selling price. Okay, so note here that this one will be, amount paid here will be the cost for Steven in order to get the kitchenware. Okay, so remember the cost is not 4,800 anymore. Okay, so this one will be the new cost. So how to calculate selling price? So if you refer here, we have operating expenses. Okay, so you cannot use formula SP equal to C plus M. Okay, because we have operating expenses here. So what is the formula that we need to use? Okay, so if you refer this simplified formula, so we cannot use this formula because there is no operating expenses. Okay, so you need to use this formula. Selling price equal to OE plus NP plus C. So now selling price equal to OE plus NP plus C. So selling price equal to OE is 0.05 SP plus NP. So what is NP here? So we know that from formula GP, the first formula that given in final exam, this formula. Okay, so GP equal to OE plus NP. So from this formula, we can find formula for NP. So if you derive this formula, NP equivalent to GP minus OE. Okay, so positive, you bring to left hand side, become negative. So here you can calculate NP first. NP equal to just now GP minus OE. So GP is 0.2 SP minus OE 0.05 SP. So 0.2 SP minus 0.05 SP is 0.15 SP. Okay, then you substitute here NP equal to 0.15 SP plus C. C is 4190.4. Okay, now you want to find selling price, right? Okay, so collect all items here, which is SP. You make SP as the subject. So SP, so this one positive, positive. You bring to left hand side, become negative. Minus 0.05 SP minus 0.15 SP equal to 4190.4. So 1 SP minus 0.05 SP minus 0.15 SP equivalent to 0.8 SP. For 190.4. So 0.8 SP means that 0.8 multiplied by SP. So SP equal to 4190.4 divided by 0.8. So SP equal to RM 5238. Okay, so that's how you find the selling price. Okay, question C, find the break-even price. So what is the minimum selling price that we can offer to customers so that we will not suffer any loss? So we know that break-even price is equivalent to cost plus OE. So our cost just now is 4190.4 plus OE. OE is 0.05 SP. Okay, since we already have value SP, then you substitute into the formula. So 0.05 SP multiplied by SP equivalent to 5238. So here break-even price will be equivalent to RM 4452.3. Okay, D, find the net profit. So just now we already know that net profit equal to 0. What is net profit just now here? 0.15 SP. So NP equal to 0.15 SP. Then substitute value SP. 0.15 multiplied by 5238. So NP equivalent to RM 785.7. Okay, last question. Okay, what is the maximum markdown rate? Markdown rate means that markdown percentage. Okay, that could be offered without incurring any loss. So here, you need to know your break-even price first. Okay, so this is your minimum selling price. So what is our selling price? 5238. So meaning to say that you cannot sell below than break-even price. Okay, so if you sell below than break-even price, then you will suffer a loss. Okay, so here we must to calculate amount of maximum markdown first. Okay, maximum amount of markdown. So this value will be given by the difference between selling price and break-even price. Okay, selling price minus break-even price will be the amount of maximum markdown. So selling price is 5238 minus break-even price 4452.3. So this one equivalent to RM 786. Okay, so at most you can give discount or markdown of 786. If you give 787, then you will suffer a loss. Okay, but if you give markdown of, for example, 780, okay, below than amount of maximum markdown here, you still have some profit. Okay, so now we want to find in rate or percentage. So what is the maximum rate? So maximum markdown rate or percentage is selling price minus break even price, which is the maximum amount of markdown just now. So if you want to find rate or percentage, divide by original selling price. So rate multiplied by 100. So here equal to what is maximum amount of markdown just now? 786 divided by original selling price 5238, and then rate multiplied by 100. So this one we will get 15%. Okay, so if you want to give discount or markdown, at most you can give is only 15%. Okay, if you give 16%, then later on you will suffer a loss. If you give 10%, still okay. Okay, you still can get profit because lower than maximum markdown rate. Okay, now let's look at question 2. Talent companies near Berhad bought 20 coffee makers at 110 each. Okay, so you list down the information given here. So 20 we can put it as quantity. So Q equivalent to quantity. At 110 each. So means that this is the cost. Okay, cost for one unit. So let's say I put here for 1 unit. They wanted a gross profit of 45% based on selling price. Gross profit GP equal to 0.45 SP. And total operating expenses was 500 ringgit. Okay, total OE is 500 ringgit. So if it is said total, meaning to say that this is for 20 units. Okay, so be careful later on if the unit must be standardized if you want to calculate in the question. Okay, find the selling price of a coffee maker. So note here that of a coffee maker. A coffee maker means that for 1 unit. Okay, so to issue, you calculate OE for 1 unit. Okay, So here you can divide it by 20. 500 divided by 20 is RM 25. So this is for 1 unit. Okay, find the selling price of a coffee maker. So note here that again, so we need to use formula with operating expenses. So what is formula for selling price? SP equal to OE plus NP plus C. So OE is 25 ringgit plus net profit. Okay, so note here that we don't have net profit. So similar to question 1, so from formula given in final exam, this formula, okay, so you can derive net profit equal to GP minus OE. So NP equal to GP minus OE. So GP is 0.45 SP minus OE is 25 ringgit. Okay. Okay, then you substitute NP. NP is 0.45 SP minus 25 ringgit plus cost. So cost for the 1 unit is 110. And then you make SP as the subject. SP minus 0.45 SP. So positive, you bring to left hand side become negative. So 25 minus 25, 0 plus 110. So here equivalent to 110. So SP means 1 SP. So 1 SP minus 0.45 SP will be 0.55 SP. Go to 110. So SP equivalent to 110 divided by 0.55. So SP equivalent to RM 200 ringgit. Okay, question B. Find the net profit of a coffee maker again for 1 unit. NP equal to 0.45 SP minus 25. Okay, then you substitute value NP. Sorry, substitute value SP, selling price. So selling price just now 200 minus 25 ringgit. So NP equivalent to RM. So 0.45 times 200 minus 25. So we get 65 ringgit. Okay, now let's move to question C. Okay, find the break-even price for a coffee maker again for 1 unit coffee maker. So we know that break-even price equivalent to cost plus OE. Cost plus OE. So cost just now is 110 ringgit. OE is for 1 unit 25 ringgit. So break-even price RM 135 ringgit. Okay, so this is the minimum selling price that we can sell to customer, so that we still can gain profit. Okay. Okay, last one, question D. The company only managed to sell 12 coffee makers. The rest of the coffee makers are sold at 50% markdown. So do they gain profit or loss? Okay, so how to know this one? Whether you gain profit or loss? Okay, total coffee makers just now is 20, right? Okay, now let's calculate. So in this case, how to know you gain profit or loss? For sure, you need to calculate net profit. Okay, so if you get net profit equal to, if you get net profit positive, means that you will gain profit. Otherwise, you will suffer a loss. Okay, in this question, the difference is on the selling price. Okay, so 12 coffee makers, you sell it at 200 ringgit. But balance another 8 coffee makers, you will sell it at another new selling price because now you have 50% markdown. Okay, let's say here I put quantity equal to 12. So this one, the selling price just now is 200 ringgit. Okay, so balance, markdown, quantity 8. Okay, why 8? Because total 20 just now. So 20 minus 12. So balance another 8 units. Okay, now selling price is 50% markdown. So how you calculate markdown? The amount of markdown, okay, 50%. So markdown must be from original selling price. So 0.5 multiplied by 200. Half of 200 is 100 ringgit. So new selling price here will be original selling price 200 minus amount of markdown 100. So new selling price will be 100 ringgit. Okay, now you need to look at another factors or another variable that are related to selling price. Okay, because now we have two different selling price. So if you look at here, GP equivalent to 0.45 SP and NP equivalent to 0.45 SP minus 25. Okay, so you must be careful with these two variables. Okay, now we want to calculate net profit, right, in order to know whether we get profit or otherwise. Okay, what is formula for net profit? So net profit equal to, so if you refer formula, net profit equal to selling price minus cost minus OE. Selling price minus cost minus OE. Okay, here you need to calculate the NP, you do like this. Net profit for 18 units, for 12 units plus net profit for 8 units. Okay, so if you get positive means that we will get profit and negative means that we will get otherwise. Okay, instead of we use this formula, so if you look at previously, we already have formula for net profit. Okay, so here net profit equal to 0.45 SP minus 25. So again, where we get this formula? From this formula. Okay, you derive from this formula. Okay, now let's just use this formula. NP equal to 0.45 SP minus 25. Okay, now let's calculate for 12 units first. So net profit for 12 units. So this is for 1. Okay, so if 12 unit multiply by 12 here. So 0.45 SP. So 12 unit selling price is 200 ringgit. So multiply by 200 and then minus 25. So be careful here. You can do like this. Okay, I put in bracket like this. Okay, so means that multiply this part first, then minus 25. Then after you get answer in bracket, then you multiply by 12. So this one we will get RM 780. Okay, this is for 12 unit. This one 1 unit. So for 12 unit multiply by 12. Okay, now calculate net profit for 8 units. So 8 units, 8 multiplied by, so 0.45 SP. So now for 8 unit, selling price is now differ, okay, which is 100 ringgit. 0.45 times 100 minus 25. Okay, calculate value in bracket first, then you multiply by 8. So this one, the answer will be 160. So total net profit So means that this one for 20 units, okay? Equivalent to 780 plus 160. So equal to RM 940. So we still get positive. So means that we still gain profit. So if you get negative, means that you will suffer a loss. Okay, now let's look at question 3. The Sweet Garden Company bought 80 roses at 8 ringgit each and 40 sunflowers at 6 ringgit each. Okay, so we have two items here, roses and sunflowers. So roses quantity is 80 and the cost is 8 ringgit. Okay, so this is for 1 unit. Sunflowers quantity is sunflowers 40. Cost for sunflowers is 6 ringgit. C equal to 6. Okay. The company wanted a net profit of 15% based on cost. So net profit and P equal to 0.15 C. The operating expenses for all flowers, okay, so OE are 10% based on the cost, so 0.1 C. Okay, note here that net profit and operating expenses both are based on cost. Okay, so now we have two different costs. So here we need to calculate total cost for roses and sunflowers. Okay, so this is for 1 unit. 6 ringgit also for 1 unit. So total cost will be for roses quantity 80 times 8 ringgit. So this one is 640. Okay, total cost for sunflowers quantity 40 quantity here. Okay, 40 multiplied by cost 6 ringgit. So 240. Okay, now calculate total cost. So from 2 flowers, total cost will be 640 plus 220, so will be RM 880. So this is total cost. So now you can calculate net profit. So 0.15 multiplied by 880. So 15% multiplied by 880 is 132. And OE is 10%, 0.1 based on cost 880. So this one will be 88 ringgit. Okay. So we check operating expenses for all flowers. So now based on total cost and net profit 15% based on cost. Okay. So multiply by 880. Okay. A. Look at question A. Find the total selling price for all the flowers. Okay, all the flowers. So we know that selling price equal to cost plus OE plus NP. So since we want to find total for all, so just take this value, total cost 880 plus total operating expenses here 88 ringgit and total net profit is 132. So here total selling price will be RM 1100. Okay, question B. Find the gross profit for all the flowers. So again for all flowers. Okay. So how to find gross profit? So we know that formula gross profit is GP equal to OE plus NP. So OE just now 88 ringgit plus NP is 132. So 88 plus 132 is 220. Okay, next question. C. Find the break-even price. Find the break-even price for all the flowers. Okay, so again for all flowers. Okay, so BEP break-even price equal to cost plus OE. Total cost 880. OE is 88 ringgit. So BEP is RM 880 plus 88 ringgit is 968 ringgit. Okay. So again, this is your minimum selling price that you can offer to your customer so that you will not suffer any loss. Okay. Example, if your selling price just now is 1,100, right? Okay, what if you sell it at 1,000? Okay. So 1,000 still above break-even price. Okay, so you still gain profit. But if you sell it at 900 ringgit, okay, you sell at 900 ringgit, so now your break-even price is 968. Okay, so if you sell low than BEP, then you will suffer a loss. Okay. Okay, last question. Find the maximum percentage of markdown that can be offered without incurring any loss. So here again in this question, we need to find maximum amount of markdown. So this one is given by the difference between selling price and the break-even price. So selling price equal to 200, selling price 1,100. 1,100 BEP 968. So make sure when you calculate, for example, this type of question, if you use value for one unit, make sure you standardize it. Make sure you use value for one unit. If you use value for total all, then make sure you use for all. Okay, means that if this one is for all unit, BEP also must be using for all unit. Okay. So here maximum amount of markdown that we can give is 132 ringgit. So this is in terms of amount. So in terms of percentage, so how to calculate percentage? Maximum markdown percentage equal to, so maximum amount of markdown, okay, SP minus BEP just now. And then divide by original selling price, rate or percentage multiplied by 100. So equal to maximum amount of markdown 132 divided by original selling price, which is 1,100, and then multiply by 100. So this one we will get how many percent? 132 divided by 1,100 times 100. 12%. Okay. So maximum rate that you can offer to your customer is only up to 12%. Okay. If you give markdown up to 15%, okay, 15 more than 12%, right? So it means that you will not get any profit. But if you give 11% or 10%, you still can have some profit, okay, because the rate still below the maximum markdown rate.